Okay, we are good. We are off and running on YouTube. And so we can begin our evening service. Again, it's really wonderful to see everyone here this evening as we pray together in community, taking a little bit of a breath after this past week. It's been quite a week in many ways. So I think it's really nice to have an opportunity during Shabbat just to, again, take that neshama umaka, that deep breath, and to get into the spirit of Shabbat rest and Shabbat joy, even in difficult and troubled times. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to share my screen with you, which will bring up our Shabbat evening worship service. And we'll begin with some song, with some music. Okay. It looks like we're good to go. I missed that the wrong part of the service, so yeah, because I was doing something else. There we go. Let's join together in song Hine Matuv. And remember, if you're muted, you can sing as loud as you want, as I often like to do. So let's join together. Hine Matuv.
Hine matov manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. 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 Hine matov manayim, shevet achim gam yachad.
And now we'll continue with Lechu Neranana.
Lechu neranena, yai lai 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 lai, na la donai, yai lai 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 lai, na ria, yai lai 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 lai, litzur yishenu, yai lai 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 lai. Let us sing out to God, the maker of all, sure and strong. Let all of creation, from mountain to sea, hear our song. Lechu neranena, yai lai 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 lai, la donai, yai lai 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 lai, na ria, yai lai 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 lai, litzur yishenu, yai lai 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 lai. For all of the wonders, for all of God's light, we rejoice. So now let us listen with all of our hearts to hear God's voice. Lechu neranena, yai lai 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 lai, la donai, yai lai 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 lai, na ria, ya lai letzorishenu ya lai.
And now let's continue with Shir Chadash as we sing unto God a new song.
Shiru l'Adonai kol haaretz, Shiru l'Adonai shir chadash, Shiru l'Adonai kol haaretz, Shiru l'Adonai shir chadash. Sing unto God, all the earth, a new song. I will sing unto God a new song. Sing unto God, and we'll all sing along. All the earth, a new song unto God. Shiru l'Adonai kol haaretz, Shiru l'Adonai shir chadash. I will sing unto God a new song.
Very nice. We're going to continue our service with the candle lighting. But before we do that, I wanted to mention that this is really a great opportunity, for this service. When I'm on the bima with Laura, it's a little bit harder to talk to each other in the same way. Here, because of the chat function on Zoom, we can actually, talk to each other a little bit, wish each other Shabbat Shalom. And certainly at the end of the service, I'm going to be unmuting everybody so we can wish each other Shabbat Shalom, have a little bit of a virtual oneg, and that'll be very nice indeed. But what I was thinking about tonight was that it could be an opportunity to do a little learning together as we're going through the service. And so using the chat window, if you have a question about the service, a question about a prayer, or even just a question about Judaism, please put it in the chat box. And then as we continue through the service, I'll find some time to answer those questions. We can have a little bit of a discussion during the service. That was sort of my thought for tonight. Make it sort of an Ask the Rabbi, learner's minion kind of service.
We can't see you.
Hmm?
We can't see you. Can you get in the light a little bit more?
Oh, I'm going to turn on the lights a little more behind me. I'm not in a well-lit area, Marty,
Okay.
of the house. But thank you for mentioning that. I'll definitely check on that for next time around, okay? And so I'll definitely try with that. So I'm just gonna show everyone. I can just send a little note to everybody, just saying Shabbat Shalom. And hope you get a little pop-up that says Shabbat Shalom on it, okay? And so if you want to say Shabbat Shalom back, say hello to somebody, you can message everyone, you can message individual people using the scroll down, and we can just have a little conversation as we enjoy Shabbat together. And again, feel free to throw in some of those questions about Shabbat liturgy, about what's going on in the world, about Judaism. And, I can't promise to answer all of them, but I can sort of make an effort as we go through, as we enjoy Shabbat together. Okay. We're going to continue now with our candle lighting. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off my virtual background just for a second. Actually, before I do that, we'll just do some of the prayer together. Okay. Oh, let's go back up. Okay. Another week of work is ended. Again, Shabbat brings welcome peace. We pause from our labors to let Shabbat give another dimension to our lives. These Sabbath candles are symbols of the holiness we seek. Their brightness dispels gloom and lights a path to faith and hope. Their glow reminds us of the sacred bonds that link us to our people over space and time. Their radiance summons us to fulfill our people's mission, to cast the light of freedom, justice, and peace upon all the world. Let's join together in prayer as we say,
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu le'adlik ner Shel Shabbat.
very nice. Now that we've lit our Shabbat candles, we're going to continue with Kiddush. The seventh day is consecrated to the eternal our God. With wine, our symbol of joy, we celebrate this day and its holiness. We give thanks for all of our blessings, for life and health, for work and rest, for home and love and friendship. On Shabbat, eternal sign of creation, remember that we are created in the divine image. We therefore raise the cup in thanksgiving as we say,
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho be'ahava uvratzon inchilanu zikaron le'maseh v'reshit ki hu yom techila למקראי קודש זכר ליציאת מצרים כי באנו בחרת ואותנו קידשת מכל עמים ושבת קודשך באהבה וברצון הנחלתנו ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת. לחיים.
Chaim. Let's continue now with singing of the Chadodi as we symbolically the Sabbath bride.
לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. 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 שמור וזכור בדיבור אחד, השמיענו אל המיוחד. אדוני אחד ושמו אחד, לשם ולתפארת ולתהילה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לקראת שבת לכו ונלכה, כי מקור הברכה מראש מקדם נסוכה סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה התעוררי כי באורך קומי אורי אורי שיר דברי כבוד אדוני עלייך נגלה לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה בואי ושלום עטרת בעלה גם בשמחה ובצהלה תוך אמוני עם סגולה בואי חלה לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה.
Let's continue now, chanting responsively the Chatzi Kaddish.
יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה בעלמא דברה חירותי וימליך מלכותי בחייכון וביומייכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל בגלה ובזמן קריב ואמרו אמן יש מרבה מבורך לעולם עולם המיה יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה ברכו לאלה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה דמירן בעלמא ואמרו אמן.
Dear God, open the blocked passageways to you, the congealed places. Roll away the heavy stone from your well, as your servant Jacob did when he beheld his beloved Rachel. Help us open the doors of trust that have been jammed with hurt and rejection. As you open the blossoms in spring, even as you open the heavens in storm, open us to feel your great, awesome, wonderful presence. We continue now with the Baruch Hu. As I've been saying, if you feel like you want to rise at home, you're welcome to do so. Otherwise, you can rise in your heart. Let's join together with the Baruch Hu, our call to worship.
Baruch hu et Adonai HaMevorach, Baruch Adonai, HaMevorach, Le'olam Va'ed, Le'olam Va'ed. Yalalai, lai, lai, 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 yalalai, lai, lai.
We're going to continue now with our Ma'ariv Aravim prayer, Roll into Dark.
Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Voreyom v'layla, golel or mipnei choshech, golel or mipnei choshech, v'choshech mipnei or. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night.
That's very nice. Let me do a quick technical jump here. So give me 1 second. And we're going to get back to it. Okay, it's going to be 1 second. The fun of technology. Okay. Hopefully that's a little bit bigger.
Thank you.
A little easier to see.
Nice.
And on my clickings, I wound up sharing the wrong thing for a minute. Okay, so this is much easier to see, I believe. Okay. A little harder when you have to squint at the prayers.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Let's continue with this English reading. As you taught Torah to those whose names I bear, teach me Torah too. Its mystery beckons, yet I struggle with its truth. You meant Torah for me. You mean the struggle for me too? Don't let me struggle alone. Help me to understand, to be wise, to listen, to know. Lead me into the mystery. Baruch atah Adonai Ohev Amo Yisrael. Now let's join together in the Shema.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Va'ed.
We continue now with the Via Hafta.
Ve'ahavta את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
Love your God with every heartbeat, with every breath, with every conscious act. Keep in mind the words that command you today. Teach them to your children. Talk about them at work, whether you are tired or you are rested. Let them guide the work of your hands. Keep them in the forefront of your vision. Do not leave them at the doorway of your house or outside your gate. They are reminders to do all of my mitzvot, so that you can be holy for God. I am Adonai, your God. I led you out of Egypt to become your God. I am Adonai, your God. When the sun rises and the night falls, when spring follows close on the heels of winter, let us remember God's promise. The rhythms of the earth will uphold life forever. When we sail like Noah on uncertain seas, in a wooden boat no bigger than a toy, when we fear like Noah that the end may come, if not to all life, then to us, when we look for small signs of hope, a green leaf, or the branch of an olive tree, let us remember the bow that spans the retreating rain clouds and the promises that God still keeps for us, that seed time and harvest time shall not cease. Then we can give thanks to God for the fruitful earth, our dwelling place, for God's blessings, bright as the rainbow in the shining sky. Now let's continue with Mi Chamocha.
מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נהדר בקודש, נורא תהילות אוסף אלה, נורא תהילות אוסף אלה, מלכותך ראו בניך, בוקע ים לפני משה ומרים, זה לי ענו ואמרו, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ואין. יאי ביי ביי בים בים בם, יא ביי ביי בים בם, יאי ביי ביי בים בדי בם, יא ביי ביי בים בם, איי 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 איי, יא בבא בים בם, איי 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 איי, יא בבא בים בם.
We're going to continue now with Hashki Venu as we join together in song.
Ashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom V'amidenu shomrenu lechaim. Spread the shelter of your peace over us. Guide us in wisdom, compassion, and trust. Ashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom V'amidenu shomrenu lechaim. Save us for the sake of your name. Shield us from hatred, sorrow, and pain. Ashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom V'amidenu shomrenu lechaim.
And now we continue with Vishamru.
Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat l'dorotam berit olam. Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat l'dorotam berit olam. Beini uvein b'nei Yisrael oti le'olam, oti le'olam. V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat l'dorotam berit olam. Ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai, asa Adonai et ha-shamayim ve'et haaretz. V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat l'dorotam berit olam. Uvayom hashmi shavat vaynafash, shavat vaynafash, shavat vaynafash. V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat l'dorotam berit olam.
O God, where can I find you? Your glory fills the world. Behold, I find you in the mind free to sail by its own star, in words that spring form the depth of truth, where a scientist toils to unravel your world's secrets, where an artist makes beauty in your world, where men and women struggle for freedom among the lonely and the poor, the lowly and the lost, wherever noble deeds are done. I find you in the merry shouts of children at play, in the mother's lullaby as she rocks her baby to sleep, in the sleep that falls on an infant's eyes, in a smile that falls on sleeping lips, and in the child as she grows to embrace a world of wonders, a world of fun and light, of laughter, dreams, radiance, and love. Let's continue now with the Amidah HaTefilah. Again, if you wish to rise at home, you can, or you can just rise in your hearts.
Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi giteilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu, Elohei avotenu v'imotenu, Elohei Avram, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah. Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor Ve'hanora El Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim Ve'konei Hakol Ve'zocher Chastei Avot Ve'imahot Umevi Geula Livnei V'neihem Lema'an Shemo Be'ahava Melech Ozer Umoshia Umagen Baruch Atah Adonai Magen Avraham Be'ezrat Sarah Ata Gibor Leolam Adonai Mechaye Akol Ata Rav Lehoshia Marid Hatal Mechalkel Chaim Bechesed Mechaye Hakol Berachamim Rabim Somech Noflim Verofei Cholim Umatir Asurim Umekayem Emunato Lishenei Afar Micha Mocha Baal Gevurot Umito Melach Melech Memit Umechaye Umatzmiach Yeshua V'ne'eman atah lechayot hakol Baruch atah Adonai Mechaye hakol Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh Ukedoshim b'chol yom Yehalelucha selah Baruch atah Adonai Ha'el HaKadosh.
The holiness of Shabbat is not for this day alone. We must make it overflow into all our minutes, to hallow our weekdays from these sacred moments, hour by hour, to make the world a sanctuary where every human soul may be at home. May the awe we feel at times like this, at the miracle of one another united in prayer, be with us tomorrow. May it help us keep tenderness in our words, in our touch, and in the way we view one another. Eternal source of good, we thank you for the numberless gifts and blessings that fill our days, for life itself and its endless variety, for all it sustains body and mind, for love and friendship, for the delights of the senses, and for the excellence of your Torah, which deepens our life and enriches our days. Help us, O God, to work for a just and compassionate society, where all may share your gifts in the joy of freedom. Blessed are you, Adonai, whose name is goodness and who is worthy of thanksgiving. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha ulecha na'eh lehodot. Let's all join together now in, I think, certainly a prayer we always need, but I think especially this week with all the unrest going on in our world, with all the stresses of COVID, with everything else going on again in our communities. it's a nice time to really think about peace. Let's join together in that prayer. Shalom Rav.
Shalom Rav, Al Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav, Al Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Leolam. Ki ata hu melech adon, lechol hashalom. Ki ata hu melech adon, lechol hashalom. Shalom Rav, Al Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav, Al Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Leolam. V'tov beinecha levarech et Amcha Yisrael b'chol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. Shalom Rav, Al Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav, Al Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam.
Let's continue now with our prayer for healing, the Mi Sheberach.
Mi Sheberach Avoteinu Mekor habracha Limotenu. May the source of strength who bless the ones before us help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Mi Sheberach Imotenu Mekor habracha Lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen.
We are thinking of at this time and wishing a refuah shlema, a complete healing of body, mind, and spirit, to Evan Bin, Fran Brickman, Mark Edelstein, Brian Edelstein, Mark Enfinger, Danielle Heyman Feist, Linda Fine, Eric Fisk, Buddy Green, Vicky Hano, Marvin Hollander, Fran Kipling, Lori Cattleman, Hank Corin, Wendy Sugarman Krosnoff, Elsa Mikosh, Miriam Merens, Carolee Pizzuti, Janet Polfrey, Jane Rifkin, Jess Rifkin, Ted Ross, Kevin Shower, Mindy Siegel, Cal Simon, Dr. Cindy Steinman, Pete Tanner, Rhonda Weinberg, and Janet White. We take these names into our hearts, all of those that we are praying for their complete healing. As together we say, Amen. We're now going to pause for a moment of silent prayer and reflection.
Oh, say shalom bimromav. Uya say shalom aleinu. Ve'al kol Yisrael. Ve'imru, v'imru amen. Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael.
Shabbat Shalom, everybody. It's really good to see everyone. Again, wonderful. So I had asked a question in the chat box. I don't know if everyone saw. I asked what was the oldest blessing in Judaism. And so we have one guess as the Shema. Would anyone else like to hazard a guess in the chat box? What is the oldest blessing in Judaism? Shema is a good guess, but not quite there. But you're thinking right, because Shema does appear in the Torah. It appears in Deuteronomy, but at that stage, it's actually not a blessing yet. It's a statement, it's an affirmation, but it becomes a blessing sort of later in rabbinic times. There's actually an older blessing that can be found in the Torah that we still use today. Not the Kaddish. No, it's a good guess, though. Kaddish comes a little later. Well, I can see who answered the question and might have had a leg up on it.
Sorry.
From her training and her experience, yes. Birkat HaKohanim, the priestly benediction. So when we say in the synagogue, Yivrecha Adonai v'yishmerecha, may God bless you and keep you. This blessing is found in the Torah. It's actually in Numbers. It's in this week's Torah portion. But wait, what is this week's Torah portion? Is it not so? Depends on who you ask. Why do you think there's a change in the Torah reading tonight, depending on if you're in a Reform synagogue or in a conservative or Orthodox synagogue? We're reading actually different portions tonight, depending on denomination. So if you're in the Reform world, or, hint, if you're in Israel, you're reading one portion. But if you're in the conservative movement or in the Orthodox movement or the Haredim, you're reading a different portion tonight. Why is that? I'm going to unmute everybody. Or, better said, actually, I'm going to let you unmute yourselves. That's actually a little easier. If you would like to answer, you can unmute. I think everyone has the ability to unmute themselves, I think.
Nobody's answering, though.
Nobody's answering. It's this looks
Does
of
it
just anticipation. They want to know the answer.
Denise.
Denise.
does it have to do with Shavuot?
It indeed has to do with Shavuot. Very nice, Denise.
And one less day in Reform and in Israel than it is in conservative and Orthodox movements.
Bingo. In the Reform movement and in Israel, they celebrate one day of the festival. And in the conservative and Orthodox movements, they celebrate 2 days of the festival. And so it started yesterday evening. We ushered in Shavuot. And today was Yom Tov, for everybody. It was a festival day. And now, ostensibly, it's nighttime, right? And so in the Reform movement, we're past Yom Tov. We're past the festival, and we're in the summer, in the summer season. Next stop, Tisha B'Av. But, we don't have a lot of holidays in between, at least things that we celebrate until Rosh Hashanah at this point. So for us, the holiday is over. I have a little cheesecake left over, but the holiday is over. But for the conservative movement and the Orthodox movement, the holiday lasts one day more, right? It's going to be over Saturday night. And so they don't read Naso, they read a holiday Torah portion. And so the holiday Torah portion is actually in Deuteronomy. It's much later, and they got to roll the scroll back to Numbers. And so it's one of the few times this really happens. It really is special because it very rarely happens that in the Reform movement, we have Naso part 1. And next week, we'll read Naso again. That way, we can stick with everyone's cycle. So by the third week, everyone's still reading the next Torah portion, and we're everyone's in sync once again. It's a really funny bit of trivia that we actually have a different Torah portion this week, and a Torah portion that is not designed to be split is actually split in two. Taking a step back, how did all this Mishigas happen? Why do we have 1 day, 2 day? What's going on here? Why do we have this problem? Does anyone know how we gotten ourselves into this mess? Denise.
I think because word didn't travel as fast because they didn't have email and they didn't have snail mail or whatever. So just to make sure that everybody got the word, they extended it an extra day.
Indeed. Yeah, that's 2 points for you. You're doing really good today. You're cleaning up. You get an extra gold star. Wonderfully done. So yes. So that is the reason. So back when the calendar is being established, remember it's a lunar calendar, so it goes by the moon, and so they're looking up literally at the sky, at the stars, to see how the holidays are falling out. And so they can have a guess, right? Once they get an understanding of how it's going to work, they have a guess of when it's supposed to fall out. But if you're in the Babylonian academies of Sura and Pumbedita, fun things to know, Sura and Pumbedita were the two biggest Babylonian academies where a lot of rabbinic Judaism was created there, and of course in Israel, up north. And so, but if you were in a village somewhere east of nowhere, right, you wouldn't necessarily know the calendar. You wouldn't know what's going on. So you'd have to wait for some, yankel on horseback to come and tell you, hey, it's time for Shavuos. Hey, it's time for Sukkot. But if you're late, if you miss a day, then you're missing the festival. That's no good. What fun is that? So just to be on the safe side, we added an extra day. So if you miss it on one day, you get it the second day. It's like Passover part 2, which we also have in the Torah. Like there are ways of doing things just to make sure we don't have a mistake, right, in the calendar. And so they created this idea. So now we have 2 days of the holidays, which means that my conservative rabbi friends have a lot more work to do this weekend because the festival services are longer. So they have a lot to do. And it's always been one of those things that as a Reformed Jew, I said, you know what? 1 day is fine. We can look up at the sky. In fact, we have those handy dandy calendars that we get from Jewish organizations. We know when the holiday is. We don't need to have a day two, but other people, they do, and they enjoy and find a lot of meaning. I actually, as an aside, I happen to like second day Rosh Hashanah. That was actually one of my things that I did enjoy, was second day Rosh Hashanah myself, because Rosh Hashanah is such a huge holiday and there's so much in it. But usually in the Reform movement, most places will observe one day of Chag and not two. So that was our little trivia for today. Now, so going back to the priestly benediction, it's one of our most, obviously, oldest blessings, but it's also one of our most important blessings. And it's one that has a lot of power and a lot of resonance. Those of you who might have been brought up in a conservative or Orthodox synagogue, when they had the moment where the Kohanes, would come up and they would do the duchening, they'd come up and they make the sign, and everyone would be bowing their heads, and the talis would be over everyone's head, and you would be having that moment, that experience. It was really powerful and really sacred. But when I think about and it's so important, it was this blessing that you couldn't even look, according to tradition, at the Kohanes that were doing it. You were supposed to hide your eyes, avert your eyes, because it was so holy and so special. The reason why is because they're invoking, God and God's name and God's blessing upon the people. And that was seen and is seen as a very sacred, very holy act. And the responsibility of the Kohanes to do that, to actually invite God's presence down to bless the people, was seen as a really tremendous honor. And the idea of asking God to bless us, right, with life, with health, with good things, it's a really very evocative, very spiritual, very emotional. And I love the fact that we can look to our Torah, where this blessing is found literally written, before the time of David, before the time of a country, of Israel. We hadn't even gotten to the land yet. And this was probably written down. We have archaeological evidence of stones that have this blessing on it. And we have even from different time periods, we know that this blessing was used in people's homes as almost like a talisman of protection, because it was seen as such a powerful blessing. And so my blessing for you all, is continued health, that God continues to shed, God's love, God's health, the health, healing, protection during all of these times that we're going through right now, and that we have a chance once again to come to our synagogues and actually bless each other and be with each other, in an in-person way and not a virtual way. But until that time, I want everyone to always remember: stay healthy, wash up, do right, all that good stuff. We're going to continue now in our service with Aleinu. We don't have to count the Omer anymore, so that's nice. All that counting has stopped. And now we're going to continue. Let's see here. With, oops, went too far. With Aleinu.
Aleinu l'shabeach, l'adon hakol, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ. ביום ההוא, ביום ההוא, יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו, ושמו, ושמו
thoughts turn to those who have departed this earth, our own loved ones, those whom our friends and neighbors have lost, the martyrs of our people whose graves are unmarked, and those of every race and nation whose lives have been a blessing to humanity. We recall loved ones whom death has recently taken from us. We are in the Shloshim period. We're in the Shiva period right now for the memory of our member Jean Weissman, mother of Ron Weissman and Abby Gingrich. We are in the Shloshim period for the memory of Larry Krug, husband to Dell, father to Sharon, Ken, and Robert. Uh, we recall the memory of Sheldon Ginsberg, husband to Marley, father to Dana and Barrett, and Dr. Howard Rubin, husband of Natalie, father of Jonathan. And we also are thinking of at this time and recalling the memory of Bernard Zucker, husband of Claire, father of Rhonda, David, Jonathan, and Andrew. We also think of those who died within the past year. We recall the memories of Hilda Sachs, Edwin Schumann, Roland Fox, Robert Sand, Lee Benjamin, Jim Shapiro, Mildred Cohn, Sal Spinicia, Vita Felmus, Jay North, Gwen Hirschfield, and Maxine Roth. And now we're going to turn to those who died of the season in years past and those whom we have taken into our hearts with our own. We are observing the yurtzeit this week of Marion Bauman, Lee Burrs, Arthur Fain, Roland Fox, Kurt Gross, Marion N. Hirsch, Ida Isaacman, Arnold Jacoby, Aranka Jakubowicz, Berta Jakubowicz, Gino Jakubowicz, Samuel A. Jaffe, Hannah Jakudowicz, Ignat Jakudowicz, Jacob M. Kerner, Milton Kirschbaum, Lillian Kraus, Faye Krug, Hyman Lakoff, Manuel Lev, Helen E. Metro, Joseph E. Metro, Bess Miller, Deborah Montrose, Morton Moses, Bernie Noodleman, Stephen Lionel Reitzen, Charles Nathan Roth, Celia Schliefman, Lenora Sokol, Jacob Sperber, Gilbert Spielberg, Julia A. Steinfeld, Bernice Stewart, Rose Weissman, and Rose Yagoda. The memories of all of them are with us. Our griefs and sympathies are mingled as we praise God and pray for the coming of God's dominion. We join together in the Mourner's Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitgadash Shmei Rabbah, B'alma divra cherutei v'yamlich malchutei, B'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chayei dechol Beit Yisrael, B'agala v'zman kariv v'imru Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah mevorach le'olam olamei olmaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitalev v'yithalal Shmei Dukudisha barichu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tush v'chata v'nechamata da'amiran v'yama v'imru Amen. Yehei Shloma Rabbah min Shemaya. V'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru Amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav. Huya aseh shalom. Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru Amen. May the source of peace send peace to all who mourn and comfort to all who are bereaved. Together we say, Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Announcements. Hoda'ot. Do we have any announcements today? I have one announcement that our temple president, it's our anniversary today. And so Nina and Keith are celebrating their anniversary, which is why they took the night off. I gave them rabbinic permission to take the night off this evening and celebrate their anniversary. And so we wish them, of course, a hearty mazel tov. Laura, do you have anything you want to mention today?
Nope, I'm
How are you feeling? Is I think the first question, really.
Thank you. I'm recuperating and just day by day. So I'm feeling okay. Just a little tired. This got some bones that have to heal.
Mm.
So
I see a nice note, from the Grosses mentioning the Mazel Tov to all of our students who have graduated or who have just completed the school year. It was, I'm sure, I'm sure I know because of my kids, a crazy end of the school year to be sure. But I think the kids have done an amazing job, so resilient, working really hard to complete their school year virtually. And so we wish them congratulations on really doing great work this year in their schooling. So we appreciate again all of their great efforts. Thank you for that reminder. That was really nice to think about. We have upcoming programming next week. Adult education continues with a little bit of Torah study, a little bit of Derech Torah, our class on Tuesday nights. We have Hebrew still, Laura?
yes, we have Hebrew, and we have our Zamru Biyachad, our sing together. We'll meet on Thursday night, and if all goes as I hope, I will have a little surprise for you. And we won't have to sing everything a cappella. Uh, so
Maybe you have a guest star coming in.
I know I just might have had an excuse to get an instrument that I've been.
Ah, that's really cool. That's really
So
nice.
we'll see. It doesn't require the kind of handwork that guitar and piano does, but it still is kind of cool. So we'll see. And yes, so we'll still have Hebrew, adult Hebrew, and Zamru Biyachad. Sing together. If you don't know what that is, in lieu of choir, over the last several weeks, we've been getting together to just have kind of a sing along. So anybody can join us. Check the temple email or website for chance to zoom in with us and sing some favorite songs, English songs, Hebrew songs. For Denise, we always throw in at least one Beatles song. We've got a lot of stuff, a whole variety of music, and it's just a nice way to check in and be together and sing a little.
Excellent. Thank you for that. I wanted to mention this past Wednesday, we had a really wonderful scholar in residence experience. Dr. Michael Marmer was able to teach our community and two other synagogues, one in New York and the other one in Skokie. So myself and two of my colleagues got together to bring him in and did a wonderful lecture on Abraham Joshua Heschel at a time of COVID. And so it was a really great theological, philosophical discussion, and it was really well attended, and it was really cool for those who attended. I wanted to mention is that we have another one coming up at a date to be determined. It's got a little bit of a different flavor to it, no pun intended. It's going to be about Jews and chocolate. There's a Rabbi Debbie Prince, who has literally written the book on the chocolate trail, talking about Jews and how we, helped sort of bring chocolate in and all that other sort of good stuff that goes along with it. And so she has been in touch with me, and we're having a conversation about bringing her in to do a virtual chocolate workshop. I got to tell you, I've seen that workshop in person. A little better in person, not gonna lie, because she brings free samples. But hard to do that virtually. But it's going to be a lot of fun. We have a very nice, a member of our synagogue who is sponsoring that event. And throughout the course of the year, we're going to have opportunities to bring in scholars, to bring in speakers, to bring in, musicians, Jewish artists, whatever we might have during this time of COVID. So while we can't meet together in person, we're going to bring in people virtually to speak and to teach and to sing and do all different kinds of things for us as a way of giving us some enrichment during this time. And so if you have interest in learning more about that, please shoot me an email. Let let me know of your interest, maybe things you want to learn about, or someone maybe you might have heard. That is great. I got a note, and I think they're still on the call, right? There they are. Yeah, so Marcy Daniels gave me a ring about Nefesh Mountain, which is a wonderful band, a wonderful Jewish music group. And so we envision bringing them in sometime this year virtually, and that's going to be really good and a lot of fun. And so it's going to be a lot of good stuff, coming up. So
There's
keep
a
your eyes
lot.
peeled.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, yeah.
There's a lot of really great music that people are offering on their YouTube channels and things. So if you're thinking about, oh, I wish I could hear such and such group again, go on their YouTube channel or their Facebook page, because a number of people, including Nefesh Mountain, are doing free concerts periodically. Also, if you have young children, I just learned, or young grandchildren, I just learned that Ellen Allard and Shira Klein are doing kind of like a Tot Shabbat on Saturday mornings for about 40 minutes. If you go to I think it's on the URJ or the Reform Judaism website, there's a little thing about it, and they're going to be doing some fun stuff for young families. So there's a lot of good things out there that we're managing to pull together, and in this particular time when we can't all be together in person, we're having a lot of enrichment provided, and I'm really grateful for that. So
stay tuned, check those emails, because we're going to be communicating more and more. We even just discovered group texting, and so we have that ability as well. So let us join together as we conclude with Motzi. And then remember, please, I'm gonna ask you to unmute, and so we can all sort of say our Shabbat Shaloms to each other. Let's join together.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom, everybody. You can unmute.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Everybody.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shalom.
How we doing?
Nice job.
Shabbat
Oh,
Shalom.
thank you.
Rabbi, I have a question, Rabbi. Rabbi, are those scholar offerings, are they recorded so that if for any reason somebody misses them, are they available to watch after the fact?
Indeed they are. Yeah, we're going to be recording all of them and just having them. Yeah, definitely. We're going to be recording.
Okay.
We're going to be all sort of Zoom recorded and then recorded again, frankly, on Facebook.
Okay.
And so the one with Dr. Marmer is actually on our Facebook page.
Great. Okay. Yeah, I missed that one, so I want to go back and see it now. Yeah. So Shabbat Shalom, everybody.
Yeah.
Rabbi, did you put some light on you?
No, I don't know. It faded in and out, but no, I didn't put any
It's
extra
good
light on.
now.
Yeah,
Maybe I
it is
could move
much
the
better.
different inch or two one
You
way.
were in the dark before.
From
Yeah.
darkness to light. Let there be light, and there was light, and I said it was good. I also have some babka, also good.
Ooh.
Here's the Shabbat message.
Thank God for Gold Belly and some of the other places. Send me a little babka, send me a black and white.
Sure you can read that one.
And actually, there was someone who was in the area in Tarpon Springs, all masked up, and they mentioned, oh, they're in Tarpon, they're going to get some Greek food. And so I had them pick me up a little baklava. So, I got to go
Ah.
a little oneg Shabbat. So not the worst thing.
What?
Really good. I mean, I hope everyone's really staying
Very
healthy.
full.
That's
I'm
the
waving
Double.
my fingers.
Rabbi, who's the place that sent you those black and white cookies?
Russ and Daughters. So in New York.
Whoa,
Yeah,
they're good.
that's a good place to go to if you're gonna grab
you
them.
give me a
Grab
name or
the stuff.
Can you give me an ID or something, or what's it called?
Russ and Daughters.
Oh, Russ and Daughters. Okay.
Yeah, Russ and Daughters.
I hear you.
Yeah, a lot of good places in New York to grab a little chazarai.
Just a few.
Yay.
You. You know, so if you sort of miss some of those baked goods at this time,
I plan on tasting them.
Nice to
yes,
see everybody.
it's not the worst
And
thing. It's hard now that Shavuot has ended. There's no holiday food for a little while.
Yeah.
Next thing we have is apples and honey. Believe it or not.
Ooh,
Right. What happened to your arm?
my arm. I fell on last Friday and I tripped over the dog gate and I broke my left wrist and my right elbow.
That sounds like a real tragedy there.
Yeah, I never do anything halfway.
She went for it all.
I've really yeah. So I've got the right elbow in a sling and
Yeah, Gloria, daughter.
And you're healing good?
What?
been a week, little by little. Yeah. So that's why no guitar tonight.
Wish you a good heal.
It might have been a little too much to ask for.
Thanks a lot.
Broken
for that.
arms, you know, play guitar.
What's wrong with you?
You did a great
Yeah.
job tonight.
Oh, thank
Yeah.
you, Mary. And yeah, and anyone else have any good news? Anything special going on?
Well, my son bought a house in Winter Garden, and his big excitement is that a few blocks away there's a New York deli that has lox and bagels. So he is in heaven.
That's great.
A wonderful thing. Mazel tov. Very nice.
That's it.
Cool.
All right.
So we'll see you all, virtually, hopefully sooner than later. A lot of good stuff going on. Keep those eyes peeled to those emails. We try not to send too many of them. So when we send them, we try to have them chock full of information. And so, yeah, just keep an eye out because we're just working hard. And if there are things that you're looking for from the synagogue, please, let us know. Give us a shout out, and we'll see what we can do. Okay, during this time. Okay, everyone have a great night. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Rabbi.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.